Houston is a sick place that's full of maniacs. Okay, so yesterday I came to Houston. Mind you, I live in Dallas, to spend time with my family for Easter. But me and my cousin went out because it's like my birthday month. On top of it being my baby dad's birthday month, and he's no longer here, so I celebrate all month. Anyways, we went out yesterday to this place in Houston called Faces. The irony. So, I'm standing there minding my business, and this man comes up to me and whispers in my ear and say, "Little mama, go ahead and go in the bathroom and take your shorts off." And I'm like, because I got on all white, so I'm like, do I got some of my pants? But why would he tell me to go take them off in the bathroom? So I'm just being oblivious because I know I ain't just hear what I know he's not insinuating what I think he is. So he was like, yeah, just play it off. Tell them you got to use the bathroom and my girl gonna come behind you. And I guess she was supposed to be munching me. So at first I was about to get smart with him, but y'all are obviously maniacs and y'all are obviously crazy to come up to a random person and tell them to go and do that and put your mouth on a random person's bruh. So I was about to get smart with dude, but I'm like, let me just calm down because I don't want to get punched in the back of my bald ass head.
Yeah, y'all gotta. I think that the best course of action a lot of times is just to walk away or to be cordial because most people are crazy nowadays, and you can find yourself in a difficult situation. But I will also say that it's a lot of overly freaked out people that is out in these streets. You cannot find yourself in the wrong space at the wrong time. You don't even want to get caught around people with this type of spirit because the energy could be negative. I don't even hug people no more. I don't even handshake as much as I used to anymore. I'm just giving dap because people are filthy, they are nasty, and I just think that people are just overly freaked out nowadays. They find themselves in a negative space. um, I think that most people are overly promiscuous, and I've heard some of the worst stories of all time just being on these panels, being in these environments. And I think that the higher up you go in certain cities, you know, certain environments, they just expect for you to just be like them. Houston, one of them. Atlanta is one of them. San Francisco was one of them. And she says she's from Dallas. Dallas is pretty liberal, also.
So I'm like, listen, I appreciate the offer, but I'm okay. And he like, well, if you're okay, then I'm okay. I didn't even look back because he looked atrocious. So I know the girl was looking. So me and my cousin and my friend, we headed out. Didn't even look back, nothing. We just left and went to the next spot. Moral of the story, Houston, this is why your HIV rate is one of the highest and y'all got all these damn diseases. Because stuff like that. That's disgusting. And to come and play with me and say that to me out of all these people that's in this bar right now, who do you take me as? Y'all got to be the haircut. It has to be because they've been tripping ever since I got this haircut. Listen, girls, if you're in Houston and you go to Faces, I would recommend you not go by yourself because it's obviously some crazy maniacs in there that's very hungry.
Yeah, I was hearing a story the other day about a guy or a girl that was basically saying that a guy, one of his pitches, once they started talking, or he was talking to her on the phone or something like that, then the first day he was talking about eating the groceries. And I'm like, what? This is what y'all leading with? Like, it used to be a thing where people used to be scared to even go up to people. There's a segment of guys that's still afraid to approach women. And on the first day, y'all talking about eating groceries. You know what I'm saying? Like, and again, I say this in most of the videos that we start having this conversation about how there's reluctance of women to force guys to use some form of protection when they then start to get into a physical relationship. A lot of people don't know each other's status. Now, by default, there's a lot of people that's just taking prep. It's just getting more and more dangerous. I would say that it's not even safe for y'all when y'all get married to a person to not at some point, you know what I'm saying, check each other's statuses. And obviously, by that time, it's too late because very, very, very few people are waiting to have sex, you know what I'm saying, before they or after they get married. And so that's out of the window. And so ain't nobody getting tested, ain't nobody getting a full panel. Then even if you do, it doesn't mean that they not still out there being promiscuous and swapping fluids with different people. So unless you get tested every single time that you bust it down for a real one, you still not safe. Ain't that crazy? Because think about it. You can go and get with a person and have sex with them. And let's say, for example, y'all share my charts, or let's say y'all didn't, but neither one of y'all have anything at the same time. But it's not like y'all still are exclusive to each other because, in my opinion, you're not, you know what I'm saying, off the market until you're married. You're still single until you're married. And so when you think about it from that lens, and then you factor in the idea that they still probably got other people that they dealing with, or you can't restrict them from doing it, they still at some point can go and get something and then bring it back to you. And then you also got the gay community, and you got a lot of people that's really on the low and they still messing with both. It don't mean that they don't deal with women. It don't mean that they not projecting with women. It don't mean that they may not even like women, but they still got some crazy stuff going on in the background. And it's just wild. It's wild. It's nasty. It's demonic, in my opinion. It's not sanitary, and you got people that's basically passing it from person to person, and ain't nobody valuing each other because they acting like they can respawn or they can fix it because they seem like Magic Johnson living his life like a regular person. And so people just doing what they want to do when they want to do it with whoever it is that they're doing it with. And now you see all of these cities with people that don't have no D discipline. That's my biggest thing that I advocate for, is to have D discipline. You able to control your D, you able to overcome anything, and you able to run up a bag because you got more focus. You're more focused, you're more disciplined. You're not easily finessed or easily manipulated into doing something that other people would normally do. And so just be safe out here. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Be very, very careful who you kick it with. Be careful, be safe, and rock out. You know what I'm saying? Get your bag, get your money focused on you, and be careful who you open up your legs to, ladies, and who you stick your Johnson in, fellas. Always like to link back to the content creator. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later. Peace.